What is going on, everybody up in the club? Welcome to another episode of Real Capital Podcast. I'm your host, Jared Halsey. It has been quite a few minutes. I'm figuring out the whole setup here at my computer, running off the old iPhone. A lot better quality than those deadgum Mevos. Don't freaking buy Mevos. Anyways, so much is going on, so much I want to talk about, but I'm actually going to keep this pretty on point with a particular thing that I wanted to talk about, which is real estate. You got a little thing. I don't know how it's doing. I'm not a guy. I'm not a guy that knows how to fix that kind of stuff. I'm gonna do a little research. If you hear a little and now it's gone. Anyways, comes and goes. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna talk about real estate. We're gonna talk about my real estate. Particularly, we're going to talk about all the cool things I'm learning, like this. Boom, I know how to do that. Look at me. Screen sharing, got my Rumble, got GoDaddy. Shoes, son. Look at us. Look at us. Who'd have thought? What else I got? I've got all kinds of stuff up here. Anyways, let's get back to yours truly. Figuring this stuff out. We're going to turn this thing into a bona fide podcast. I swear to God, one day. Just hang in there. So we're going to talk about my real estate, where I'm at, what I'm doing, my plans, all that good stuff. So if you remember, I did a video. I'm going to keep doing this because this is freaking cool. I did a video, videos of me and my zero to real estate. Did I do the 5-year plan? Let's see. No, I didn't. I didn't do my 5-year plan. I swear I talked about this and what I was supposed to do. Anyways, that's a killer video right here. $0 in real estate to financial freedom. Absolutely killer video. Go back, watch that. Anyways, talking about my strategy was I had a 5-year plan. This is year 5. I am not exactly on course this year, although anything can change at any point in time. So the idea was to double my real estate this year. I got 16 units and I was going to go to, what would that be, 32 units this year on year 5. That'd be the year of freedom. So 16 units at what I'm making per unit would be financial freedom for me. So that would mean I could retire if I wanted to and live off the money and have just a little bit left over to be able to keep fixing them up if I did the work myself, especially. Maybe put a little bit of money in the bank if I'm not putting roofs on every single month. And I could retire if I wanted to. Now, I wouldn't because I get bored. I like doing stuff, like starting businesses, you know. So what did I do? This year, interest rates went stupid. So what did I do? I went out and I said, well, I can't buy real estate, but I can buy a business. So that's why me and my wife partnered with Grit and Grind. So I had money I was going to put into real estate. There was no real estate to buy. Rather than sitting there and being super duper patient, which I'm not good at because my money's just sitting there, I'm sitting on my thumbs like, come on, let's go. Let's do something. Let's get the money out. Let's get it working for me. Let's get something growing. Let's get some equity in something. So that's what we did. We got the ball rolling with Grit and Grind. And the idea is a business obviously has a higher opportunity to make more money than a piece of property does. So this business can and is, we've run into a lot of freaking speed bumps starting this thing out. Is what it is. That's business. That's why I enjoy real estate. You can plan better for the speed bumps, for the forks in the road. It's a lot easier. You know, your fork in the road on a piece of real estate is like, do I sell it? Do I keep it? Do I put a roof on? Can I patch it and wait another year? Like, it's things that you can put some time, weight, and energy on and like make a decision. In business, you get some forks in the roads that sometimes it takes time. It takes money. One of our biggest hurdles has been trying to find a place to park our Grit and Grind is a mobile coffee trailer. So I'm hauling it back and forth. We were doing 5 days a week, which is great. We were making money, good deal. But I don't want to haul it 5 days a week. So we got to pump the brakes. We got to find a place to park. So I went back to the drawing board and tried to focus more on getting some things done because I went 2 months basically with running 5 days a week, doing coffee, getting other people to run my Amazon routes and putting off some things with some rental properties that I should have been doing, some repairs, some, basic maintenance on some things, and some things more critical than basic maintenance. Some actual replacements of doors and windows and AC units that need to be put in, and yada yada yada. So I took some time, like, hey, we got to stop, we got to pump the brakes on the coffee, we got to go focus on our rental properties, because that's our game changer. That's our way out of the 9 to 5. That's our freedom. But basically, the potential of the coffee trailer, starting the business, is going to return to me what 16 more units would return to me in a year. I'm going to make off of the coffee. And the idea of the coffee is to get it over there, get it parked, put somebody in it, put a couple people, 2 people could run it easily, let them run it, me step away, go back to my Amazon, and return to life as normal. Let this thing just keep stacking money in the bank. That's the idea. And we're still going with that goal. Like I said, we've run into the speed bump of not having anywhere to park. I've pulled the trailer for almost 3 months. We were planning on doing only 3 days a week for, basically all through the summer. But we hit the ground running. We were making money, so we're like, okay, we're going to do this 5 days a week. So, but like I said, I had to pump the brakes on that. So just a little insight into my thinking, where I'm at, where I'm going. So I wanted to buy 16 more units this year. And it's not like I haven't had opportunity. It's not like people haven't come to me like, hey, buy this, or I'll do this. Hey, I'll owner finance this, blah, blah, blah. But there's a lot that goes into it. It's what type of real estate do I want to buy? What kind of area is it in? I mean, some of the things were commercial real estate. Some of the things were going to be me go to the bank and ask for another several $100,000, which they were going to give me issue with. They would have said yes, I'm sure, but is it worth the amount of time it's going to take for me to sit down and get everything together, to go to the bank, to wait for all that and go through that whole process for what? What's the benefit? What's on the other side? And the money wasn't enough for those particular deals. So I ended up passing on those. And I just said, okay, well, our idea, we game plan was to buy 16 units, didn't really happen, and we decided in end of February, sometime in April, March, forgetting my months. Sometime in March, we decided we're going to get up with Eric and Destiny, we're going to do a coffee trailer, we're going to do this. It all ended up working out, and so we've decided, here we are almost in August, July 28th, that we're going to keep pedal to the metal. So we invested more money, than we went from, an $11,000 investment out of pocket to like a $23,000 investment out of pocket. It's really hard not to look at myself on the screen. You guys are up here. I should look up here, but that's pretty nice to look at. Anyways, so we just we're all in on this thing. So we're like $23,000 out of our pocket, invested into this thing. I could have bought some serious real estate with that. I could have continued on my plan, but we pivoted back in March, and we said, okay, with the market and everything, you've got interest rates, the volatility of who's going to be president and everything else going on. We're like, no, we're gonna freaking hold on just a second. And hold on, let me do this one more time, because this is just cool as piss. Look at that. I mean, look at me. I'm really doing it, That's just cool to me. Anyways, and now my camera went black. Nope, there it is. Okay. Anyways, so we said, no, we're going to be all in. So we made a decision. The decision was the coffee trailer, and that's where we are. By God, that's what we're doing. So that is kind of my thought. Now, would I buy real estate right now? Yes. Yes, I would buy real estate right now, but it depends on what kind of real estate. Commercial real estate is super duper risky. I still think that we're going to have a lot of ups and downs. I don't think Trump's the be all end all thing for the country. He's definitely going to put us into a better place. I hope he makes it. I hope he doesn't die before we get there. I don't think he'll have a problem getting elected. I think that the Democrats are more focused on the Senate and Congress and local elections and stuff like that. I don't think they're as much concerned with the presidency, but I am excited to see what the DNC is going to be like. I'm actually going to watch it. I'm sure they'll have loads of transgender and queer and all kinds of pandering to insert minority group here. They will have it, and they will pander the heck out of it like it's nobody's business. I don't know if anybody remembers when they all showed up at Congress with like the the African scarf thing around them, which is absolutely freaking ridiculous. But anyways, hard for me to stay on topic. But anyways, DNC is going to be fun. So what would I be interested in right now? So I'm going to tell you, so that anybody has any of this kind of real estate or knows of anybody, like you could shoot them over here to me. So I would be, what I'm looking for is, I'm in it for the long game. So I'm not necessarily worried about interest rates, because they're going to go up and down. They're very, they're cyclical. They're going to go up. They're going to go down. Last loan that I got, it was a variable interest rate because of all the volatility, but they put a floor and they put a ceiling. So that means, like, say I'm at 8% and interest rates go from that down to 6. I'll go down to 6 with it each and every month that it ticks down, or I'll also go up if it goes up. I felt like we were kind of at the ceiling for the interest rates, although I was thinking they might go up here a little bit, but I think we're okay. I also think that inflation and just overall everything is way higher than like what the 9% that they're trying to say it is. I'm not claiming to be an expert on economics and stuff like that, but I have heard some people say that they changed the way that we look at all that stuff. All I know is that I went from 2023 making $54,000 a year. This is total household income because we homeschool our kids. My wife stays at home and she keeps the kid, teaches the kids, keeps the house. She's a rock star, and I'm out here trying to make some money. And we in January of this year we got a raise because we went from that to a couple of Amazon routes, and went about $8,000 or $9,000 a year more doing that personally. Now keep in mind, I keep all of my businesses separately. I don't pull any money from each, although we did just go see the new Deadpool movie. That was pretty good. I paid for that with business. I'm not saying it's a tax write-off, but it is a benefit of having a business with a little bit of money. We didn't have to pull out of pocket, but now we're making around $63,000 a year-ish. And I've never struggled more in my life personally. I mean, I feel it each and every day. Filling up, trying to order groceries at Walmart, because who goes in Walmart and buys groceries anymore? You got pickup. That's just freaking great. Going out to eat, wanting to do things, planning for, Christmas, birthdays. I've got 4 birthdays back to back to back to back coming up, and you feel that stuff. So the economy definitely is a huge impact. But that being said, what kind of real estate am I looking for? Let's get back on topic. I'm looking for something that's going to cash flow, something that's going to cash flow now. I'm looking for somebody who maybe they can owner finance it to me for short term, 24 months to 48 months. That means if you're selling a property, maybe you've got a 3-unit commercial property and you want $300,000 for it. And I could go to you and say, okay, I want to give you $300,000 for it. I won't knock you on your price. I'm happy with it, but let's make it cash flow. Let's get some equity in it, and let's do a 36-month owner finance. I'll do like $10,000, $15,000 down, $20,000, so whatever ends up making an agreement. I try and like throw a real number out there so that that I'm serious. And then let's owner finance it for something that you're going to be happy with. I'm going to have the taxes in my name. We're going to file all this at the courthouse. It's going to be done legitimately through a real estate attorney. I'm paying taxes on it. I'm getting insurance on it. You're just like holding the loan on it. You got to make sure that they don't have a loan on it. Not all banks care. Some of them do. And so I'm going to say, okay, you want $300,000. I'm going to give you $20,000 down. So I'm going to go $280,000 on it. And for 48 months, I'm going to pay you, I don't know. It depends on what the units are renting for and the area. But, say they're renting for, $800 a month. That'd be what, $2,400 total gross rents. And say they pay their own electricity, their own, it's all on their own. So that $800 is in your pocket per unit. So $2,400. You're going to have some insurance, which might be $150, $250, and somewhere in between there a month. You're going to have some taxes, depending on what it's worth, maybe $125, $180 a month in this area. And so I would be looking at, maybe a mortgage payment of anywhere from $1,100 to $1,400 would be okay a month. Rough numbers. I'm just like, I've got apps on my phone and my computer with, you know, different things to give me the actual numbers, but rough numbers in my head, I'm just running through it. So I'd be more interested in something like that rather than having to go to the bank and deal with them and get that loan. So, but right now, what I'm doing is I'm focusing on trying to shore up my real estate. I've recently started with Inago, which is super cool. If you don't know, Inago, which is one, is an Inago. Super doggone cool. Inago is just a place for landlords to put all their information in. Their tenants can go on here, create an account, actually pay their bill, receive their bill, say that they have an issue or a problem. It'll keep up with contracts and everything else. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. It's the first time I've ever done that. I used to do it on Square, and I'd have to get on there and like send it every single month and different things like that. And I know Square's changed a bunch of stuff since then. But anyways, that's what I use to help kind of streamline everything and keep up with it. It's free. The tenant, if they pay with a credit card or something like that, it charges them. It all goes through Inago. You don't have to eat that like you would like with Square and stuff like that. So, anywho, I'm losing my train of thought because this is so freaking cool because I can go to the browser, freaking check that out. Are you kidding me? Holy cow. Anyways, I'm just impressed with myself. I was able to figure all this out because I am not the tech person. I am not the computer person. And I'm listening to myself in these headphones that I couldn't find. The headphones here. I hope this is recording. So if you're watching this, great. It worked. It means I actually figured something out. I'm just impressed. Look at me. Look what I freaking go to that. Like, anyways, I'm impressed with it. You guys may think this is amateur hour here. That's fine. But anywho, I do have an interesting thought experiment. I am been thinking about commercial real estate and how it's dying, and so I've been thinking about ways to buy some commercial real estate. And it would require some money, it would require some commitment. But say you own a small strip mall, 4 or 5 units in there. You rent it out for a decent price. Maybe it's in a great area or whatever. It's a nice building. But what are you doing to encourage people to stop there? Why stop at your strip mall? You say, well, that's the tenant's job. They want to get people in there, advertise and stuff like that. But I think there's something you can do. Like a gathering spot, something to attract people. I think when you have a commercial unit, depending obviously on what it is in the area and how much room you have, but I think you as the owner should do something to encourage people to come there. So, you know, some kind of hangout spot, some kind of thing, maybe a neat place to have a cup of coffee, and you have maybe a unit that's for like a restaurant or something. Like, encourage it, because the thing about it is that you don't want to go out there and create like a bussin' burger joint or an amazingly comfortable, you know, bougie coffee shop / library or something. Somebody else does, but they don't have the money to go out there and purchase this, you know, $800,000 building that you have or whatever it costs. So you as the property owner have some kind of responsibility to that. Now, I don't have a ton of money. I do have a commercial unit, and there are tons of things that I want to do to it. Obviously, it only makes so much money, so you can't do more than that, so I understand that. But I think that the way we bring commercial units back, since they're kind of dying off, is to create environments that are inviting for customers, for these people. So that's just my thought. I've seen videos of like what buildings used to look like back in the day, and I'm talking like way back there, like Roman times and stuff like that. Uh-oh, my phone, Darren's calling me. Whoa, that went like way far out. I didn't want you to see all that mess. Holy cow. Darren Stewart called me. Sorry, Joker. I don't know how to keep that from interrupting my thing. But anyways, why like this wide shot. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. Anyways, our buildings are so dull, comparatively speaking, to like your Roman Colosseums and just your buildings, and we don't put enough architecture into them, is what I'm saying. So I think people need to think outside of the box. I think we need cooler buildings. I think we need cooler facades. I don't think the brick with the little metal, skinny metal roof awning thing it's minimalistic, I know, and it's kind of the Chip and Joanna-ish, the shiplap and stuff, but like we can do better. Like let's like get, I don't know, I'm not saying like get statues out there shooting water out their mouth or anything, but like, we need to make cooler buildings. That's just my idea. I think that would bring back you want to give tenants somewhere to make that's already cool. Like you want to give them, you know what I mean? Like it's hard to explain. Like I said, I don't have the money to do all that right this second, but that's kind of my thing. I want to get into the commercial spot because I got good ideas, but I don't want to go out there and start and build all these businesses. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind being like a partner, and maybe that's a cool thing. This is real insight into how my mind works, but maybe that's a cool idea, is that you build the building, or you purchase the building and renovate it knowing what is going to go in each and every unit, and you have those businesses pre-planned, and you make those businesses. And so now you don't have to find a tenant, you need to find an owner. You need to find a partner that's going to come in there and say, hey, look, boom, I'm going to give you, I don't know, 80, 90%, 49%, whatever it is, of this business. You've always wanted to start a coffee shop, so bam, here's a coffee shop. I mean, how cool would that be? If I went to another city and I talked to Eric and Destiny, and I'm like, hey, I want to go to another city, I'm going to buy this strip mall, I got a perfect spot for a Grit and Grind, I want to own that Grit and Grind, I'm going to buy the Grit and Grind, so I'm going to pay the franchise fee, I'm going to get everything, I'm going to get it all set up, but I'm going to have that conversation ahead of time, and I'm going to say, but I've got somebody I want to put in there, and I just want to be like the money. I want them to do the training, I want them to be a part of it, they're going to be the one paying everything, the fees, and they're going to be your point of contact. I'm just going to be like this investor guy, but do that with everything, whatever you want to put in there, whether it's a Chick-fil-A or McDonald's, or I don't know why I'm just picking fast food places, but anything. A Books A Million or whatever. I don't know how all the franchise stuff works with those, if they even do, but point remains. An ice cream shop. Own the ice cream shop. How cool would that be? Be the real estate guy, be the business guy. Make the property inviting and cool and something that catches everybody's eye, something people want to go in there and hang out at. Create the atmosphere, and then pre-plan and place the businesses in it, and then own those businesses or a portion of them, or start them. How freaking cool would that be? Anyways, I don't even know if I ever got to like the point of this video. It's just to talk about like where I am in my real estate. I got 16 units. I wanted 32 this year. I am probably not going to do that, but we'll see. I didn't know I was going to do 8 units last year, and did it before half of the year was out last year. And that was 8 units out of the freaking blue. So I could get 16. If you're watching this and you've got 16 units that you would like to donate to the cause, or you would like to do some sort of owner finance thing like I was talking about before, hit me up at jared@realcapitalpodcast.com, right? Yeah, probably. Hold up. Let's see. Hold on. Pulling up my email. I don't ever send myself email. Yeah, jared@realcapitalpodcast.com. If you have a wonderful, big, beautiful property that you would like to owner finance or sell, or perhaps donate to the cause, to me, hit me up. I appreciate you guys watching. Throw in the comments if you have anything to add. If you think I'm absolutely full of shite, you can just throw that in there as well. I appreciate it. You guys take care. I'm gonna click this button because I figured out how. How cool is that? And we'll catch you guys later.